The first thing you do is that you invite everyone. No one should have to be William and Almost Famous like in that last slide, blowing some roadie to meet your favorite band. It shouldn't be that way anymore. The other thing you do is that you invite everyone. This is someone that we just met 5 minutes ago. Her name is Allison Weiss. She's a singer-songwriter from Georgia. She is 22 years old, and earlier this year she decided to make a new EP, and she needed $2,000 to do it. So Allison came to Kickstarter. This is Kickstarter. It's a way to raise money for creative and ambitious projects, not just music, but really anything that you might want to do. And so Allison was looking to raise $2,000 to make a new EP, gave herself about 2 months to do it. And within 10 hours of it going live, she'd raised all $2,000. And she quickly posted a Skype video chat with the person who put her over the edge, this girl in Australia named Jackie, and it's just absurdly cute, and if you have 3 minutes, you should go watch it tomorrow. You want to hug the world. But so not only did she bring it personal and sort of involve herself directly, but she also made almost $8,000. She was looking for $2,000. She made almost $8,000, and this despite being someone with a small Twitter following, a small Tumblr following, and honestly not a lot more than that. I don't think Allison would even be offended by me saying that. So how did she make so much money then? Well, one, Allison told the world because she's awesome. But number two is that when you give money to a Kickstarter project, you're getting something in return. And so Allison had the $5 download, the $10 CD, the normal shit. But she went far beyond, too. For $500, she would write a song for you about whatever you wanted. 2 people paid for that. For $300, she would make you a personal mixtape of her playing whatever songs of hers that you wanted, for you, and sending you this thing. She went above and beyond. Same is true of a guy named Earl Cianu. He's a musician from New Orleans who's making a new record, jazz, electronic, balancing all these things. Just randomly, one of his rewards he decided to offer was for $50. You could come over to his house and he'd give you some homemade gumbo. This is New Orleans. They take gumbo seriously there. So Earl put this up sort of on a lark. Honestly, I think we talked him into it a little bit. And he put it up and it quickly sold out. It was the first thing to go. And so many people signed up, they ended up having a party, that's a picture, in his studio, where he had the people who come and pick this thing to come and hang out with him. And people drove from Houston and from Atlanta to New Orleans, people who didn't know him at all. He was just some weird guy on the internet offering to make him food, and they came for $50. And so Kickstarter projects aren't just making records, those are sort of the normal things we do. And another one that I really liked was a guy by the name of Jeff Eggers. He's a reporter for the Boston Globe who spent the past year and a half of his life trying to reunite the Kinks. And so Jeff has basically mortgaged his life to do this. No joke. And this film that he's made, which is being submitted to film festivals now, and it's wonderful, it really is, has Zooey Deschanel and Sting and Paul McCartney and all these people appearing in it. And it's all just because Jeff was so driven and sacrificed so much, and he used Kickstarter to help it out. And so the reason why Jeff and Allison and Earl and all these people come to Kickstarter is because it's a chance to create their own offer. They get to decide how much money they want to raise. They get to decide what's a commodity and what's not. They get to decide how much everything costs. Everything is in their hands. It's all up to them. And when they're done, they walk away with 100% rights to their work. Their IP is theirs forever. It's ridiculous that we even have to trade off ownership of our work to get something made. That's Paris Hilton holding a Captain Beefheart record, by the way. And so, as I said, Kickstarter is not just music, it's really everything. Here's a snapshot of just things going on right now. A 23-year-old woman sailing around the world alone, documentary on a small town in Indiana, runs the whole gambit of things. So if you're interested in starting a project, love to hear from you. You can shoot me an email.